October is Energy Awareness Month.
People are firing up their wooden pellet stoves, turning on their heat. It's time to be thinking about it.
That's Dave Brook with the Oregon Department of Energy. And I'm Steve Coffey. Brook says the department is encouraging Oregonians to do what they can now to make their homes energy efficient and save money while they do it.
Once a month, most people get a utility bill, and they get reminded that it's a good idea to save some energy. And many people kind of have done some things, but usually their homes have a lot more opportunities than they've taken advantage of.
First off, making sure that your house thermostat is set to an appropriate temperature is very, very important.
I divide the most of these things into sort of two categories. There's the what you as the individual can do to operate your system as efficiently as possible, and turning your thermostat down when you're not in the house is a really important one. You're just keeping the heat going, and nobody's benefiting from it. The other half of the equation is making sure that your equipment is operating as efficiently as it can. Spend an afternoon doing things to kind of get your house buttoned up for the winter. Make sure your heating system is working right. If you haven't had an energy audit from your utility company, somebody will come out and they can give you a lot more information. But sort of get the groundwork laid here.
There are a lot of things that people can do that don't cost a lot of money to help them save a lot of money.
The heating system is where the heat comes from, but the house is where we use that heat, and so keeping the heat inside the house is really the strategy here.
What about your water system? Your water heating, we need to make sure it's not set too hot.
Water heating is the second biggest expense for most people. And again, we have two halves of the equation here. One, we have the water heater itself. You want to make sure it's doing its job as efficiently as it can, and then the other half of it is how you use the water in your house. So take a meat thermometer or candy thermometer, go to the sink closest to where the water heater is located, let the water run into a glass and put that thermometer in it and see what temperature the water gets up to. 125 degrees should be a really good temperature.
Now here's another one that you need to be concerned about with turning off the lights when you leave the room.
Some people are really concerned about fluorescent lights, especially now that we have a lot more of these compact fluorescents in a lot of fixtures. They've heard once upon a time that it takes more energy to start a fluorescent light than you would save by turning it off. Well, that's true in about 1 minute. If you're going to be out of the room for less than a minute, don't turn it off, but otherwise turn it off.
Oregon State does have a lot of ways for people to save money while making sure that their appliances, that they can get some new appliances and things that are more energy efficient.
Exactly. Sooner or later, that heating system, that clothes washer, whatever, it's time to replace it. And that's the time to make sure you're getting as energy efficient an appliance as you can afford. We don't want to make the mistake of saving a little bit on the appliance and then paying a lot more in energy. So there's the Energy Star program, which is, in my mind, pretty good energy efficiency, and then we have the state tax credit here in Oregon, and this is the best of the best. It's the kind of top 25%. In most cases, it's the top 25% of the Energy Star appliances, and we have an additional tax credit bonus when you buy those units. Right now, we have extremely generous incentives. The utility probably has an incentive for Energy Star. There is a federal tax credit. It's combined up to $1,500 for heating systems.
You are using the word tax credits.
Tax credits are for Oregon residents who are paying Oregon income tax, and it's 100% reduction in what you owe. It's not a deduction. It's 100% reduction in that tax amount.
Dave Brook of the Oregon Department of Energy says the state and the feds each have their own requirements on qualifying for the tax credits, and the appliance dealer should have the details. For more information, check out the website oregon.gov/energy. October is Energy Awareness Month, and you can celebrate by making your home more energy efficient. I'm Steve Coffey. Take 5 is a presentation of 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.